All right, everyone. How's it going? As usual, thank you for bearing with me as I got ready. Everything fired up. Still working on a new stream intro. It's going to be a really awesome one. Total level up from our last stream intro. And then we'll have a little bit of entertainment rolling while the stream is loading. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in again today. I saw this one. This was up, and I was like, I have to run this. I don't care. I got to run this one. So this is the IMSA Vintage series. So this is vintage IMSA on Sarth. So this should be fun. I love me some vintage cars. Vintage IMSA is one of my favorite series. Not a lot of people race in this series, unfortunately. So it's kind of dead except for specific days and specific times. And whenever it's up, I try my best to get into it. I don't know if we have a Le Mans setup for this thing. Let's quickly take a look through here. We might have to quickly grab one. Yeah, I don't see a setup for it, so we're going to quickly grab one here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We got 5 viewers on Twitch or on YouTube right now. That's awesome. I'm going to quickly see if I can snipe a setup in 4 minutes for this thing here. So we need to quickly get our Garage 61 open. My keyboard, that would help. Nissan GTP. There we be. Add to setups. Okay. There, we should have a setup. Good to go now. We'll see how it works. Be better knitting. That's for sure. Okay. This is one of those tracks where you kind of really want to set up because with how fast you need to be going at the top end, if you don't have the right setup for it, you're just going to get blown away here. So we'll at least give ourselves a fighting chance, shall we? And again, thank you everyone tuning in right now. As we begin to put more of a focus on our YouTube and Phil takes over for us on X. That way we can build up a profile and a brand on all the platforms, which is exactly what we are out here looking to do. So thank you, everyone, for helping us along the journey. We had a lot of fun this weekend, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching us race. Being our first win, it was huge. Everyone was so excited. I'll never forget that moment when the car in P1 wrecked when I was pressuring them. And then it was like, okay, now we can unlap ourselves. Okay, now we're back in this. It was just, it was such an amazing feeling. Okay, so since I haven't driven this thing since I've reinstalled iRacing, I need to set my cockpit camera seat position here. Cockpit. This is different than adjusting your FOV. You don't want to use your FOV to adjust your seat position. It's all done through here. Call her the Nismo car. The Nismo car cam. But it's very important to do that. You don't want to adjust your seat, your quote-unquote position in the car. Don't ever adjust that with your field of view. Or you're just totally screwing up your field of view in the car and your ability to judge distance properly. So very important to not do that, obviously. You want to be using the camera control for your position like I just showed you. It's a really dumb and clunky way to adjust seat position, but it is what it is. haven't driven this thing around here in a hot minute. This will be a fun way to start off the stream, that's for sure. I don't think we're going to have much practice, but that's all right. It's a track I'm comfortable on. It's just I don't remember, honestly, the last time I drove this car here. We're on quali fuel right now, so we're going to have to remember to fill up the tank.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
So we downloaded a quali fuel setup. Good thing we caught that. Okay, so race starting. Let's go ahead and load into the session, and then we'll adjust the setups. Because I don't like having just 1 lap of fuel. I always feel the car is just way too light. And myself, I prefer to have at least like 1 or 2 extra laps of fuel when I'm qualing. And then we obviously will need to load up the car for fuel for the race itself. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hope you're all having fun here. But after this, we're going to be doing a lot of prep for Watkins Glen. Later, we're going to be starting prep for Bathurst, but we're still a ways out from that. So it's going to be all about getting ready for Watkins Glen right now. So let's get this set up properly here for fuel. Okay, so this is the baseline setup. Where's ours? Okay, so we're jack the fuel load right up. I think it said it was 70 kilograms. Anyways, we'll go with that. Okay, ride height. So it's a little too low. Okay. Okay, so that'll be our race setup. And then the one with the low fuel will run about 11 keys. That will be the quali setup. I felt like it capped out on speed really fast. We'll go with it. Okay. So we got the quali set up, and we're just waiting for it to kick off here, everyone. Really appreciate everyone tuning in and joining us. We're going to start off with a fun race. Give it our best shot, obviously. That's how we do. But we're also going to have a little fun along the way, and then we're going to start doing some Watkins Glen prep for the Porsche 963 GTP. Phil and myself are going to be entering in solo. But we're both going to be entering in as the top tier drivers. So 1.8 laps. That's probably enough to really gun it and not be too worried about burning through fuel. No traction control on this is a lot different than no traction control on a car in frickin' Project Motor Racing.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time.
All right, let's get it. It's been a long time since I've driven this thing here, so we're gonna have to go for like a mixture of like a banker lap and a push, because I don't want to invalidate. I want to at least get on the board. All right, we're off to the races. Here we go. Let me know if all the audio quality is good, if we're looking good, sounding good, all that. This thing is so fun to drive, man.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Came in there way too cautiously. I could have really cooked it in hotter than that. But again, I don't want to invalidate this lap. We only get one here. I really wish we had proper qualifying sessions, but it is what it is. You just got to kind of adapt to it. Didn't even get a practice run through the Porsche S's, so we're going to really have to just not murder ourselves. I think would be a good point, a good starting point for the day.
One more lap. 38.17.
I don't think we have the fuel for another one, but we'll try. What's up, brother? We driving the Cheese Master, the vintage IMSA motherfucker. We don't have enough fuel for lap number 2. I thought we were going to have just enough for 1 lap. Yeah, I know. I saw vintage IMSA on Sarth, and I'm like, bruh, I got to do this. My impulsive brain was like, brr. So we're starting it off with this. And I thought we'd have enough for 1 lap, but apparently we had enough for 2, so we kind of did not bring enough fuel for 2. And we definitely would have cooked a faster second lap. because we just didn't really have any practice. But we're going to use up as much as we got here to make sure we're warmed up for the race, even if we short tank and run out of fuel here. Might as well use up all the practice time we got. Right? Who needs fuel? Oh, crap. Maybe I do. Right now. Fuel might be nice. Okay. I mean, 6th isn't terrible. I'll take it. We can definitely work from that. So what we could do here is learn from our mistake of fuel, and we'll notch that up a little bit for the next time. And then save that as our quali. And then we need to get our race set up, ready to go. And we need to make sure we have enough fuel for this. I don't know. So it's an hour long. I don't know if this is a pit stopper or not. We're going to find out. What kind of grids do we got here? Oh, we got a lot of GTPs. Oh, wow. There's a big fall off after that. And we would have probably been more in this range had I known we would have had 2 laps, and I didn't really baby at that first lap. But we're okay where we're at. We can definitely work from there. I just need to know if we're going to need to put in more fuel or if we've got too much fuel. Because I think when the baseline setup loaded in, I think it had 70 kilograms of fuel, and I've put in 74. So we'll see where it's at. When we grid up, we can always back out and put less fuel in, or take fuel out, or put more in, either way. But we know it's an hour long. We know we're probably sitting at about 3-minute 30 laps. So we can gauge it off of that. But yeah, I got my Bathurst times down to 2 minutes 4. I had a bunch of 2-minute 3 laps, but I kept off tracking them. But yeah, that's a massive improvement from the speeds I was running last time. Phil's right there. We're going to be some quick boys for Bathurst if we can survive it. Last year, we finished like 29th. So anything is going to be better than that. Okay, so let's see how many laps of fuel we got in the tank here. 11 laps of fuel.
Next time by, the estimated SOF is 2001. Line up on the right side.
11 laps of fuel. We need more fuel. Let's just full it. Fill it, full it.
Pit road is closed right now.
Here we go, boys. The nitty gritty.
Tight field today.
Raw doggiest Maximuses. Let's get raw dog. The raw dog. So after this, we're going to start setting up a car for Watkins Glen. That's going to be our next event we're doing as a team this weekend. Phil and I are entering in as solo entries. And yeah, we're going to be entering in the Porsche GTP. So we're going to run some nice setup laps, get the car figured out where we want it, exactly all in tune and ready to go for the event. Now that we're putting more effort into actually trying to win these and get podiums, definitely taking them more seriously further and further out. We also might have some rookie guys doing some racing this weekend as well. The SimuCube Algarve is on Sunday, which I am free and might be helping some rookie guys do that.
5 cars left to grid.
We got lots of good stuff coming up this weekend, guys.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid.
Grid up, son. Let's go here, boys. Okay, vintage Maximus. So we're going to have to pit either way, I think. Yeah, we'll be pitting either way. Here we go. For Watkins, we're running the Porsche 963 GTP. We're running the, me and Phil are doing solo. And we're both entering in as a Burr Squad entry in the hypercar. And then we would like to enter a GT3 team as well. Since it's only a 2.4 hour, you only need 2 drivers. So if we can get a couple guys that are interested in doing it in the GT3 class, we want to set that up too. So I'd highly recommend a good beginner platform. GT3 is the BMW. And it's something we use as a team on the highest level as well. And then for Algarve, whatever you guys want to run for Algarve, just let me know. And I can run it with you and Rise if you want. I don't know if Tapsy's up for it. I'm not sure if he confirmed or not, but we'll get it figured out for sure. Phil is like an absolute killer on Watkins Glen in a GT3 and in basically any car. So now that he's a good hypercar driver, it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, let's do BMW at Algarve. I think I've already got setups loaded up for it. So if I'm running the 2.4 hour on Friday or Saturday, I'm not sure which day. If I do it on Saturday, we can run the Sunday time slot. If I do it on Friday, we can do this Saturday time slot, whatever works.
About to go green, stay focused.
Okay, we got some smart boys going single file, thank God. Usually you don't see that at lower splits.
Post car is off, time to do your job.
Everyone's so impatient, they don't realize it's better for everyone if you just single file it. And away we go, my friend! This guy behind has got a really good run through there. Let's leapfrog him.
Keep to the left. Clear.
Oh, sweet. Okay, that's the one that I've loaded in for Algarve. That's one of our FIA setups. I got all the FIA setups for Algarve, for Bathurst, already all loaded in. I haven't had the time to tweak any of the compression rate for the, like, ride height at speed. I haven't had any time to adjust anything other than the BMW for Bathurst. But I will get to the BMW on Algarve for sure. I might actually do that in this stream, since we have that race this weekend as well. A 146 is not bad at all there, dude.
You got a slow car on the left.
Oh, did he wreck? Or did he just go off? Once you find a decent pace at Algarve, and you're not, like, far off lead pace, it's all just about survival. Because there's so many spots there where you can get taken out by an idiot, or by someone who's being impatient. So once you get your pace down, if you got consistency like a lot of our teammates do, you can do very well there. These top boys is quick as shit through here, man. If we can just hang with them, get a decent finish here, I'll be happy. I only really start to drive this car a lot around the time of the Road America 500. I can't wait to do that again this year. Ho dilly, little spinny spin spoo there.
42 points.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Well, it looks like we're doing okay to solidify ourselves in 8th here. And there was a lot of these cars on the grid, so if we can finish in 8th, pick up a bit of I rating, I'll be happy for a little fuck around race. We just got to finish smart, and I'm sure we're going to have to pit still, yeah. A good idea for you guys, not a bot, you and Rise, once he gets the track and car, start running a lot of AI races on adaptive high. Full grid. And get used to the way, like, they are looking to make passes. And because a lot of times the adaptive AI will do kind of dumb, lungy stuff that, like, real people will do. So it's very good to practice against in the lead up to a race if you're not used to racing in big crowds yet. That's another way how I slowly kind of upped my confidence level between races to be in and around cars or holding cars off. Because once you get your pace to hold a car off, it doesn't matter if it's a human or an AI, you're going to hold them off. And it's just about getting through that, like, that confidence barrier. I can't wait to get a sequential shifter and be able to use the clutch on these pedals and run this the way the car was intended to be run, with a round wheel and a sequential shift. This guy behind us is not doing so bad. Remember, the SOF here was pretty high, so we haven't even hit traffic yet. I feel like we're slowly catching these guys. As I'm slowly remembering how to drive the thing. Yeah, that's such a good idea, dude. That video, like I said, is so minted. I would highly recommend Rise to watch it if he hasn't seen it yet. Or any of our new drivers, to be honest. Or not even a new driver, but if someone feels like they've plateaued and they can't really find more time practicing. then it's a video they should watch as well. To be honest, I don't know if I'm that far off of 146, dude. I don't know what my time at Algarve is. I can't remember the last time I ran there. You'd have to look at my Garage 61 time. But I don't think that's far off my time at all. That might, I don't know if that's on pace that what I'm running, but I don't think it's far off, if off at all. Yeah, totally. I agree 100%, dude.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap, 25.607.
Slowly starting to remember how to drive this thing.
397. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Shook the guy off from behind for sure. That's crazy, dude. I told you. I knew it was like bang on. I freaking knew it. That should be a serious confidence booster for you right there, man. You've got the potential. Now it's just about extracting pace from tracks and getting the confidence to put that pace down when you're around other cars or battling for position or holding cars off. And that will all come. This is going to be interesting when we have to pit here. We're going to want to do it early or late. Eight laps in the tank. I think we're just going to have to drain it here. And we haven't even hit traffic yet, so this will be interesting, man, because these Audis are quick here, too. In a straight line, they're very fast. Whew, we didn't even lift through that whole thing. Well, we kept our foot on the gas. We lifted off full pressure, but we were on the throttle the whole way through there. Oh, overshot that fuck. That allowed for him to catch up. Just a little micro mistake is all it takes sometimes. I still feel like this gear stack isn't ideal. We should have lengthened it, I think. I feel like our top speed isn't where these other cars' top speed is at.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Definitely feel like we're going to adjust our gear ratio for the next one that we would ever do of this. Won't be today, but throughout the week, we'll definitely be doing more of these. So we'll learn from this and adjust our gear ratio accordingly. The setup feels great, though. I just think the gear ratio is the wrong choice here. See if we can have a better final chicane here. That was better.
3, 7, 1. Just set your fastest lap of the session. The car behind you is pitting.
That's exactly like the best way to put it, dude. You want to be the whole package. You don't want to just be one thing here, one thing there, good day here, good day there, hit or miss all the other times. It's about putting together the whole package. And the way you're approaching it is the exact way to do it. It's pretty much the way I did it. You don't want to overwhelm yourself trying to learn one thing to the fucking deepest end possible all at once. You can't teach track smarts, and that's something you've got naturally, so you've already got a leg up there. Anyone can learn pace and consistency. Oh, he ate it. That's a cheese hammer in the wall. That's a cheese hammer in the wall.
The leader just did a 26.543.
Pretty much where we are at in a modern hypercar. Oh, here come the traffic. Here come the traffic. What a brother. I got you panicking now, boy. You're sliding.
34.278. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
You can see now, because I'm staying behind this guy, he's watching his mirror constantly. Fellow Daytona Chad, how's it going, motherfucker? We are men that are unlike other men. We have won Daytona, bitches, at the highest level in the GTP. Not some pussy-ass GT3 win. But as you can see, a fake dive bomb is only once. If you do it more often, you're gonna wreck. You're opening up the opportunity to wreck. You don't need to fake dive bomb. Stay in someone's rear view. The more you're in the rear view over a longer period of time, they're constantly looking back at you. And they're gonna make mistakes because of it. And soon enough, it'll be a big mistake, and you just take over the spot. Bro, wait till next year's Daytona. We're going to win it even harder. The other setup, JoJo, is running 34s after the second lap. Its top speed, instead of like 17, 18, is like 24, 25. Oh, are you serious? It's hitting me with this packet loss shit? Are you kidding me right now? with the internet I have, how am I getting packet loss? Oh, totally. But the more you do it, you just open up the potential to make a mistake. I think it's sorting itself out. It looks like it's going down to green now. There, it's gone. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. If you need to make the move in a hurry, that's the better way to do it. If you have time, there's other options. But I would definitely say doing multiple fake dive bombs is for high-skilled strategists.
Clear on the right. Fueling up now should get us to the
Are you serious? Now it's red again.
slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead.
It just went green. Now it's red.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
I'm not sure. This shit is like scaring the fuck out of me, dude.
Go left. Left side. Clear on the
Okay,
left.
it's gone to green now. Now the packet loss thing is gone. Oh my god, this is terrifying. I mean, I should not be having that problem with this internet.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 3.8 seconds.
Okay, now it's all gone. We should be okay, I hope. We got a big lead on the car behind. We got 4 in the tank. I'm wondering when we pit here.
Left side. Clear.
What do you guys think for pit strategy here? We probably are going to have to take it till it's empty to make sure we have enough fuel to finish the race, I would think. Fucking auto fuel wasn't ticked. Oh my god, that would have completely fucked us. And then I'll make sure we take no tires when we pull into the pits.
One. Just set the fastest lap. 25.584.
Whoa, dude. Don't scare me like that, bro. Right? I got 4 in the tank.
Left side. Clear.
31 minutes left. I feel like we'll be too short of a tank unless I stay out for at least 1 or 2 more laps.
Right side. Clear.
Babatunde Mayante! Oh la 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 la! Okay, that wasn't an it was an abnormal lap because the discontinuity didn't stop until the end. But at least it's gone away. We're not having any more packet loss, so we should be okay to finish strong, boys. Definitely need to fix the gear ratio for the next time we do this, and we can have a way better performance for sure. Way too short of a stack. Pretty much. 3.8. We're going to be crossing the 30-minute mark. I think we could pit this lap and try to undercut. We're behind. I would consider 9th place behind. So we're going to want to probably pit earlier than later. Don't get in front of my cheese hammer, bitches.
Clear on the left.
What do you think? Bring it in this lap or the next lap? What do you guys think? We got a 12-second gap to the car behind us. A pretty big gap. So that's going to shave a lot of time off them overlapping us, which we will then obviously get back on pit cycle. I'm not going to take tires. No tires, just fuel. Bringing her in, baby. Let's undercut these bitches, see how it works. This thing does not have an automatic pit limiter. Must be very, very careful.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Gimme fuel, gimme sweet, sweet fuel. That's what I'm thinking. Now we got to be careful when we burn out because we don't have a pit limiter here.
Go, go, go!
These cars did not have pit limiters on them in the day. So when you don't have a pit limiter, just burp it. Back to business. Let's see how this works. Bruh.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Excuse me.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.1 seconds.
So I think we only lost one position on pit. So that could have been a very good pit timing there.
Car in P2, just set the fastest lap. 24.778. Car right.
We're going to find out. So all the cars around us will probably be pitting in the next, like, 3 laps. I'm going to guess. Aw, shit. This is terrible timing. This is what we call no man's land. Especially with a GTP on our ass. We just need to remember that he's got to pit soon.
Car right. Clear. Car right. The car
Oh, and we go for the big dick move.
Clear on the right.
You know we were going for the big dick move. Is there any way other than that to live? I do not believe so, my good sir. Especially when we're trying to chase down pit cycle. Can't be slowing down.
The car behind is pitting. 26.021.
Mm. 22 minutes.
The leader's pitting now.
"21 minutes to go." It's going to be interesting to see how this pit cycle works. So we pitted in 9th place. So we'll see if we have a net gain or a net loss based off our strategy of just simply pit strategy. Learning to do that, to be able to take position off pit strategy alone, putting that together with good pace and consistency and smart driving is the total package. You can't just have one or the other of one of those aspects as an endurance racing driver. You have to have all of them.
Right side.
You also have to be able to put your ego away and do what's best for the team, even if that means run slow laps. So a lot goes into being a good endurance team member, a good endurance racer. It's definitely a different mindset, a different way to drive, and it's, I think, the funnest way of racing because there's just so much on the line.
The car in front is pitting. 20 minutes to go. The car in front is pitting. 34.395. Car right. Clear.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. That's another really good way of putting it and another reason I love it.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.8 seconds.
18 minutes to go. As long as we hold out with fuel, I think we're going to be in a good spot here to bring home at least a top 10. Which I'll be happy with.
The leader just did a 18.512.
So after this race, everyone, we're going to be starting to work on our practice sessions for the Watkins Glen this weekend. Might also do some Algarve practice. Get ready for that. I thought we'd kick things off with a race first, though. Can't make it all a practice session stream. Gots to have some fun first. Here comes some traffic. We're going to have traffic before the end, which could spice this up even more.
You got a slow car on the right. Go left. Go right. Car on your left. Clear on the
Thank
left.
you. Idiots.
34.874.
I don't know if we'll hold them off, but thank you. We'll at least hold off 9th place. We have 8th now. But 7th had a faster straight line setup than us, so we'll see. He might catch us still. That was something special right there. iRacing in a handbasket. Over 2,000 strength of field. Yeah, these guys have a way better gear ratio.
Right side. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
Let's see if we can break this guy. He's got a really good setup on the straight. And I think this setup is just as good. We just have the wrong gear ratio. Oh, he hit the wall. That could be a really big deal depending on the damage that caused. Oh, Jesus. Oh, dilly. That was a knicker shitter right there, boys.
That was your fastest lap of the session. You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Interesting Japanese Andrews. Right? We got this guy under the sweat.
To go. It's going well. Keep at it.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've never sat down and actually watched an episode of it. I haven't really watched any of the new Star Trek except Picard, the first like season about the AI shit and the Romulans like being against this AI force that lives outside of the universe. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. But then after that, I was like not so hot about the other seasons of Picard, so to speak.
Flat for you.
Right? That first one was like mind-blowing, dude. I was like, holy shit, like that is such a cool fucking idea. Because it brought in a lot of like metaphysical and stuff that you could think about how that could actually like be a potential reality. And it was just a really cool fucking idea, the way they executed it and shit. Next Gen Voyager was okay, yeah. Deep Space Nine, I really like Deep Space Nine. I know a lot of people are not very on with Deep Space Nine. I thought it was one of the better ones. I think it's TNG and then Deep Space Nine, in my opinion. Voyager being a close second, but I think it takes third. There was so many good Voyager episodes, though. Like the whole series where those guys take over the fucking Voyager to use the holodecks to try to stop, like, being, like, nomadic hunters. That was a fucking good, like, 2 or 3 parter. We're definitely up in this guy's business. Living in his head rent-free like Nick Fuentes right now. Oh, you almost Nick Fuentes did. Oh, you almost Nick Fuentes did. Yeah, the World War II episodes. I started watching, that's one I forgot about, dude. So I started to watch Enterprise, and I was watching it live because I was into Star Trek at the time. And I had just finished watching all the other older series when that one came out. And I was like, oh, sweet, I get to actually watch like a Star Trek series live while it's airing. And I watched the first season, and then I literally just stopped watching it. I can't remember why. I don't think it was because I didn't like it. I think I just got busy or something. But yeah, I remember it being pretty good for the episodes I'd watched. They were just starting to find those like spheres. Those big sphere things. I can't remember if that was the first season or what. I might have watched more than the first season. They were finding like big fucking like I can't remember what the hell they call them. They're like big planetary bodies inside a big sphere. They found one in a TNG episode. I think they're Dyson spheres or something. I can't remember if that's what they were or if they were something else, but that's right around where I stopped watching it. But yeah, them T'Pol tits, bro. Those T'Pol side profile titties, bro. Oh my god, son. The Zindi, yeah, yeah.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Right? Like fucking whoa, bro. Oh, you almost tuna-burged it. I'm back, motherfucker. Y'all didn't get that far away from me. Probably one more lap after this. We'll see. One more lap after this.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left. Car right. Clear on the right.
This is going to be dangerously close.
Left side.
Like, fuel-wise, this is going to be scary. I mean, we got a big gap behind us. I'm going to start doing some lifting and coasting just to be safe here.
You're losing on the car in front.
Just the way the laps worked out with the leader crossing the line, I thought this lap was the last lap. But we've got one more to go. Should be okay. It's going to be close.
Left side, clear. White flag, one more lap to go.
Whew, we got just enough.
6.016. The car behind is pitting.
He must not have enough. Haha, motherfucker. Fuel saving. Fuel save it out, because now we safe. Guy behind pitted, so we should be gooch to just bring it on home.
You have about one lap of fuel left.
One lap if you're left. A little bit of a knicker shitter here. Definitely would not have made it if we didn't realize it was close and started fuel saving. We would have had to pit. And that's what I mean about this auto fuel shit, man. On Sarth, it's so bad. This is how, with a bunch of disconnects and packet loss issues, about 3 packet loss issues, and a bunch of races like this where I got fucked by the auto fuel, is how I dropped from 2100 down to 1800.
Left side,
And this race should finally now have us back to 2K again. This is going to be very close, my friend.
Car right. Clear.
Whoo, we made it, thank God. Eighth, I'll take it.
All right, there's checkered flag. Good job. Very good job.
With the setup being not quite there with the gear ratio. Setup, beautiful. Gear ratio is not quite where it needed to be. We had no straight line speed. So we're just gonna extend all of this before we do the next race. And then we can save it this way. So that one's already extended as far as it can go, and so is that one, okay. So we're gonna save that. And then the quali setup. Make sure we do this one as well. There. Now we will be a little more competitive. Ah, this thing has got a really freaking locked. Wow, preload. Holy shit. That can go down. And then we can also do that on the race setup here. Yeah, way too locked of a freaking preload, man. For the driving style we have, where we're trying to glide through corners and stuff. Less preload means more rotation off throttle, but dodge your entry on corner entry. But if you know how to drive a car with a low preload, it's definitely the way you want to run it. Alrighty. Let's see what that does. What that does. Oh, Long Beach in the LMP3. That would be so fun. But see, this is the problem. My zip zap brain's like, oh, thing I like, do that instead. And I just don't do what I'm supposed to do. So we're going to ignore that. Okay, so let's see. Did they run Watkins, Glen? Okay, so top split pace in Watkins Glen is a 32. So that's going to be what we shoot for. That's how I'm gauging my lap times. Bruh, are you kidding me? I gained 2. 2 motherfucking iRating, bro. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. Okay. Off to Watkins Glen. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bust open a test drive here so we can start dialing in our pace, getting the setup where we want it to be. I'm pretty sure I've already got all of our FIA setups loaded in for the upcoming events, but we will soon find out. I'm just going to go grab a smoke, guys. I shall be right back. All right, we back. We back. Okay, let's see what we got going on here for the Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen. Do we have Watkins Glen? Yes, we do. And it's gooch. And it gooch. Ain't it gooch? All right, give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Just gonna get that hidden away for a second so we can do our dastardly deeds. Okay, that looks good, look good. Okay, now we just need to set up the arrow here. Give me 1 second, guys, and then we'll be back. And what fuel load is this set for here? So we just need to save this the proper fuel load here. 1 sec, guys. Save IMSA, and we'll save this as IMSA Enduro. There we go. And then we'll come up with our qualifier setup off stream. But that looks good to go. So we've got that saved. We've got it applied. And we're back. When it comes to our like high-end competitive setups, I can't be showing them off, or Phil will string me up by my like calves and smack the bottoms of my feet with feathers, hardened with clay or something. I don't know.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
He'll do it though. The motherfucker will do it. Just with the chicane, yes. Right? Phil's already really quick here in this thing. I think he's pretty close to top split pace. I can't remember how wide the track limits there are.
$37.744.
Okay, so that's an off track. I was almost sure that was on off track. I don't know why I see people go out there so wide. Man, Phil is frickin' quick here, bro.
.093. New fastest lap for you. We've got our fuel use numbers.
That was a bit better. So our goal is to be in the 33s, 34s, with faster laps dipping closer to the 32s. We always set our goal for top split fastest laps. There we go.
34.777. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Very close to top split pace. And that was, I think, 4,000 or 7,000 strength of field best lap. So that's how you ensure that you're going to be beyond competitive at your own level. She's a wild cat to tame, isn't she, man? But she's beautiful. Whoa, Jesus! Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus.
fastest lap of the session.
We're getting very close to that top split pace. She's a beauty, man. It takes a lot of skill to drive, and it's very setup dependent, but it's probably the best all-around hypercar. There are ones with better strengths, like right out the gate. But if you're willing to tweak and tune this car, you can find the top speed out of it to match any other car. It's just very setup dependent and driver dependent to get the time out of it. I'd prefer the Valkyrie, but honestly, with the way me and Phil have taken to this thing in Issue 2, we might just stick with it as our IMSA entry car. And then let the Valkyrie be our FIA LMDH kind of. We're going to keep running until we get that 33.
35.191.
Give it another dozen laps, and then we're going to take a look at any minor setup tweaks that we can make getting the time out of this car and track combo a little easier. You always want to try to make your 95% as fast as everyone else's 100%. Literally like nothing. It's very minor differences. And that's why IMSA is allowed to run in the 24-hour Le Mans with an IMSA entry GTP. They're not massive differences. I'm actually not sure what they are now that you mention it. But just from driver experience, I can tell you that Porsche and the Porsche in Le Mans are near identical. What I would like is to be able to swoop through that corner a bit faster. So we might be looking at notching the rake angle up slightly and lowering the differential preload. But in terms of the overall build of this setup, we're right where we want to be. Always want to make sure you can hit the curb sloppy. The car's not going to get flung up in the air if you have to go offline in an emergency situation. Give it one more lap here, and then we're going to do some setup changes because I feel like we're starting to hit the wall. This might be it.
34.
Oh, that was close.
2.
Okay.
Your fastest lap of the session.
So I think we can definitely get a 33 if we just make a minor adjustment to the setup here. And remember, that is full tank. That's an enduro fuel load that we're running right now. So we're going to make a few alterations here. Give me 1 second. Little alteration cam here. Just black everything out. Redact it like Epstein. Just redact some stuff here. Okay, there. While I'm at it, I might as well make our quali load here. Okay, so now we need to... Okay, so now we will save this as the quali one. Why did it fail? Let's see. Where's it failing at? There we go. Is that even? Okay, save. And then this one's going to be quali. Okay, let's see what we can run with the quali fuel load. Oops. All right. So this is a quali setup. We're just working on here. Would help if I turned OBS back on for you guys, wouldn't it? Sorry. I'm new at hiding setups from everyone. Get these tires heated up and see what kind of quali time we can put out here. And I'm thinking if you really would want a long stack of gears here, it's on long instead of short. All right, let's see what we can do here.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
This really doesn't seem like a long gear stack kind of track, but that's what this setup has. We'll try both. So our first time lap was faster for sure. So it's much faster than the full tank setup, which is always your first sign you're in the right direction when you're making a qualifier setup. This one might be quick.
.708. That was your fastest lap of the session. .583. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
We're very close to top split laps.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Whew. I'll take that.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Okay, I'd say the setup is good to go. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that quali setup, save that race setup, and then we're going to move on to Algarve. So let me just make sure I've got all this saved properly, guys. Sorry. We don't mind handing out setups, but when it comes to our like top tier competitive setups, can't be handing them out, guys. Sorry. It's taken us a long time to get to this point, and I have got a contact who gives us these for the purpose of taking them into high level competition. So out of respect for him, I can't be just handing them out. So I think we are good here. Let's see. Yes, we are. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and start prepping for Algarve. Make sure our boys are ready for Algarve this weekend. We're going to be running a SimuCube 3-hour this weekend on Algarve, helping some of our new drivers, less experienced drivers, start to get better by getting the chance to drive with some of our guys who are more veteran and have put in the time to learn these things just by trial and error. So I think the boys are going to be driving the BMW. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in, we're going to test the BMW. We're going to see if we can alter anything about the setup, because it is from our contact who gives us these setups, and they don't really alter the compression height. A lot of what we do is just taking setups that have been made pretty good, but then we're doing proper ride height compression, which is ride height at speed. That's fact, dude. It's fact. It's straight fact. But a lot of these setups, even at the high end, you'll notice they're just values that have been adjusted that people find work. But most of them just leave the ride height at speed and don't adjust it. That's the most important part. Your ride height, where your camber and toe angle is, that's just your static ride height. Your ride height at speed is what is happening under compression through aero. And the more or less compression really dictates how the car is going to handle its top end speed. So it's crazy to see a lot of people just leave that and don't really play around with it, because that's, I think, where the nuances really lay, is in that professional level of setup, not just kind of this value works good here, this value works good there kind of approach. So it wasn't set for 100-liter fuel level. So we've got that corrected. We will save it. So this is a setup I don't mind showing you guys, because this is just for one of our regular GT3 teams. Now, if I were to alter this and make changes to this setup through the compression, which is ride height at speed here, then I wouldn't show it, because that's where the, like I said, the nuances come in that we've put in the hard work to learn and figure out.
Put in a couple of clean laps to get our fuel data.
I don't even remember how, oh shit, I sped out of there. I don't even remember how long ago it was since I put laps down here in a GT3 in this game. Le Mans, we just did it the other week with Rise and Not a Bot. But iRacing, I can't remember the last time I ran a GT3 here. So we'll do some GT3 in. Okay. That might need a little adjustment there. Again, we're on cold tires, so we'll just see how things go. Turn 4. I'll figure it out. Let me see here. Is this turn 4? Oh my god, my Irish accent. That'd be turn 3, right? This would be turn 4? Well, Jesus. A little too fucking tight there. Yeah, you're like right there with me, dude. That's crazy. You should be seriously proud of that. And I'll find some ways to make the setup better for sure. I can already kind of feel where I could improve it a bit. Make it a little easier to find that time. Oh, it's squirrely up there, Jesus. So right away it's telling me we might want to do some more rear compression for the ride height at speed. It's a little squirrely there. It doesn't turn in that well in the high speed corners. So a little more rake angle might be needed. Other than that, it feels like a good setup. .3, that's not bad. Oh, the uphill, yeah, I felt it there. On the last one, it almost got... Oh, Jesus, that fucking curb felt like I hit a goddamn deer. Yeah, I felt it on the last one. Ooh, you gotta fucking walk it up there so carefully, and then you off track. So, yeah. Could definitely find some time and stability through that. So let's pull over here for a second. Make some wee modifications. All right. 1 second, guys. Okay, so this should help a lot. It's just about learning what each thing does to the car. Like, you want to research this stuff. And then after that, it's really trial and error. Of just tuning the setups, figuring out what feels good for you, what works, what doesn't, and just go from there. But you have to actually understand in theory, like, what these things are doing. And a lot of people, I think, just adjust values and see what works, what doesn't work. And that will take you so far. It will. And especially people who have a ton of raw talent. But what I think with setups is it helps you find the time that would otherwise be more challenging to find in the setup if you hadn't had this like a more top tier setup on the car, if that makes any sense. It just makes the rotation easier to find. It just really makes the car easier to drive so that you're not having to use as much talent to find the time, if that makes sense. So we'll try this. A few changes here. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, exactly. That's it. And then you can obviously have people who have more skill are going to be able to force that time out of that setup you just described. But if you take the time to finesse it a bit more and make it easier to get that time out of the car, then you don't have to rely on working the car so much to get the time out of it. Let's see if this helped at all. Cold tires. I already feel like it rotated through there a lot easier. Dug in better there. You guys could probably see that. Overshot that a bit on cold tires, but we're getting better dig in on the high-speed corners. Cold tires, I was able to get on the throttle earlier there. All right, let's see what this can do now. Way easier to bring through there. I'm sure you could see that yourself. Next lap, we should be able to take that flat out. And the minor setup changes we can make to make us be able to take that flat out sooner, the better. So the other setup, we had our best lap on lap 2.
45.428.
This should be faster.
43.
There, second lap, 43 already.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Just from those minor changes. There, 43 flat. I'm sure I could do a 42. Still don't like how it's letting loose a bit there. So I think what I'm going to do is soften the ARB at the rear. So we're getting a bit more mechanical grip out of those back tires. Other than that, I think we're golden. The setup is quick. It's quick and it feels stable, like very, very stable to drive. So I think we just need to soften the ARB in the rears lightly. And I think a little higher traction control for people who don't have cheater pedals. So I'm going to save it as TC5, and then you guys can obviously adjust it from there. So we're going to save that. Now, do we have an Algarve quali setup? I think we do. Algarve race. No, so I need to quickly make a quali setup here. Okay, have this one as quali. Oh, what's up, Phil? All right, so the Algarve boys are set and ready to go. They've got themselves a race setup, they got themselves a quali setup, and they are Gucciarino. I just finished setting us up for Watkins Glen, and I've got us a race setup and a quali setup. I took the IMSA ones we've gotten from our guys who do our setups for us before, and I was running 33s, I think I hit. It is lightning fast around there, bro. Feels very good on the track. So we are pretty much good to go. The other IMSA setup was not set for the full fuel load. So I've gotten the new setup all built around the proper fuel load. But yeah, we're ripping out here, dude. I got pretty close to running 32s. We're hitting 33s and top split. I mean, top split time is best lap 32s. So we should absolutely dominate where we're at, but we'll see if we get some Smurfs. Phil is going to be running it on Friday. I'm not sure if he's streaming. If he doesn't stream, I might spectate it and stream it just so we get both of them, both events recorded. But I'll definitely be streaming mine, whether I do it Friday or Saturday. And then Sunday or Saturday, whatever day I don't do Watkins Glen on, we will be doing the SimuCube 3-hour with the boys, the developmentally challenged boys. Them developmentally challenged boys. But yeah, we're feeling good, feeling quick, hitting lick. So yeah, this is the enduro fuel load one. Let me quickly pull it out here. It feels great. And then the other one, so the race setup for the 2.4 hours labeled as enduro fuel load, and then the quali setup is saved separate. And with the proper compression calculation for our aero, car is just way more easy to drive, like hard, and not have to worry if you nick a curb or something, you're not going to go flying up into the air. Feels great on cold tires. And then really starts coming to life. And the quali setup just rips too. The only thing I think I haven't decided yet if I need to change the gear stack from long to short, but it just feels good the way it is. So this is full fuel load. Let's see what we can hit. First lap timed. Oh, Jesus, that was fucking close, man.
35.446.
And that's full fuel, like first time lap. You'll start running low 34s really quick. And yeah, like no babying this thing. Like you can just throw it around. Oh, that was almost a 33.
4.509. That was your fastest lap of the session.
But she's ready to frickin' rip, dude. The quali setup might be able to do it. Oh, Jesus! Oh! Oh, I had the lift. Damn it. That might have been it.
34.356. New fastest lap for you.
Oh, shit.
They
Hoochie
say
cooched it.
court. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
Man, you're Watkins Glen God, dude. That's the top split times. Me and Not a Bot looked, and top split best laps are 32s. You're gonna be absolutely destructive, dude, if you can just avoid the shit show. Podium in sight for sure. I'm gonna go for maybe a top 5. All right, let's do the damn thing here.
35.943. 33.708. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Ugh. 32 is like top split 7K SOF. 33, I'm sitting at like 4K SOF. You're just a lightning bolt here, bro. Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus.
33.953. .859.
God damn it, I'm giving her all she got, Captain. I'm fucking giving her all she got, Captain. I can't fucking do it. Feels like the goddamn Mexicans taking my fucking job. I got 64 liters of fuel in the tank. Whew, it's close to the grass.
.906.
I've gotten consistent into the 33s. probably turning my tires into frickin' Swiss cheese right now. God damn it.
3.917.
Oh, Jesus. I feel like even my mistake laps are low 34s now, so between myself and Phil's straight alien here. I'm like one level under alien here. I think we should claim some good positions this weekend. Pretty consistent where we're at. Oh, man. Well, 33.7 is the best I'm doing right now. But that's full fuel load. The setup is saved as the same name, except IMSA Enduro fuel load. The other IMSA one only had 50 liters of fuel in it. This one's all built around the 100-liter maximum fuel load for endurance. And then it also has the quali setup saved separately. So we're all good to go for this weekend. Missed a field. We're going to fucking kill it, bro. Let's go for at least one of us getting a podium. I think you'll be the one getting the podium. I'm going to go for a top 5. But I think we're going to do pretty good either way. So we had a good day of prepping. Wow, look at how hard those tires got chewed down. Pushing that hard. And that was only 13 laps out of a 29-lap tank. So that's some good information right there. Is we're going to suffer extreme tire drop-off if we're pushing those kind of mad laps. Either way, we're getting our pace down, which is exactly what we want, because when we got the free air around us, we put that pace down, gap cars or catch cars that way. You're not always putting that pace out there, but that just shows you how rapidly the tires are going to degrade. But this weekend, Friday night, Phil is going to be doing the 2.4-hour IMSA here at Watkins Glen in the Porsche. I'll be doing it either Friday night or Saturday morning. Then Sunday, we've got the Simu Cube 3-hour on Algarve. Lots of action this weekend. I'm going to be streaming the rest of the week all the way up to the lead up. We're going to be back tomorrow with more iRacing, more prep. Probably do some more racing tomorrow. Now that we're pretty much locked in for the weekend, we'll have some fun tomorrow and do some racing. Try to get back to 2K. All right, everyone. Have a good one. And we